एक्साइटमेंट है, नर्वसनेस से ज़्यादा, क्योंकि धमाल अच्छी फिल्म बनी है और हम सब जानते हैं। हम सब ने बनाते समय ही जान लिया था कि अच्छी फिल्म बनने वाली है, क्योंकि केमिस्ट्री जो है वो पहले से ही बैठ गई थी पूरी तरह से सब लड़कों में। और इंदु जी, अगर आप पूछेंगे कि सबसे फिल्म में फ़नी कौन है हम में से, इट्स द डायरेक्टर, इट्स इंद्र कुमार, हु इज़ द फनीएस्ट, ही इज़ अ वेरी फनी गाय। और वो जानते हैं कि कॉमेडी का पल्स क्या है, ऑडियंस का पल्स क्या है। आई थिंक ही इज़ गॉट अ वेरी गुड ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड एंड आई वाज लकी टू वर्क विद हिम। दो आई फील रितेश वो था जिसने मुझे ये फिल्म में मेरा नाम सजेस्ट किया। आई थिंक सो, वो बोलता नहीं है मुझे, लेकिन आई नो दे हैड दिस थिंग कि आशीष को लेते, विल ट्राई एम आउट, कॉमेडी टाइमिंग उसकी ठीक है। एंड आई वेंट आउट एंड डिड माई बेस्ट, लेकिन फिल्म हैज़ गॉन फार बियॉन्ड एनी ऑफ द एक्टर्स। और नाउ वी वांट टू सी कि कितनी अच्छी चलती है और ऑडियंस कैसे सहराते हैं उसे।
Okay. Once you do a film, it's either a good feeling or a bad feeling. So what's with yours?
Um, we all have a good feeling about this film. For me, I I took my career for granted after my first two films worked, and I said that, oh, usually films are hits, so I wasn't really prepared for flops. And then of course I got a couple of films which didn't run commercially as well. Though I've been lucky that I've done films which have eventually either seen the day of light, at least in terms of release, or being seen in satellite or DVDs, and people have accepted my work, and that's the reason why I'm going any further in my career, which I'm very lucky for. But now I've understood that uh, it's very important that you have a right feeling towards a project. You have to analyze what the audience likes, what doesn't, what they don't like. They're paying money to watch a film, and if I think that I'm at a stage of my career where I expect them to pay that much money and go and watch me in a film, and if I'm not giving the dues in terms of the script or in terms of my performance or me as an actor or how acceptable I am at that particular time for the audience, I've started keeping that in mind, and I'm happy doing films like multi-starrers. People ask me why do I do so many multi-starrers, but I don't mind if people are coming in and wanting to see those actors who are probably senior to me in terms of their work bodies and seeing me in the bargain. And it's nice, at least I get to portray my work and get to be a part of a project where people are enjoying the script more than me. And it's important that the whole package works, and that's how I get more eyeballs on me. uh, the feelings have to be right. Yes, we all got a great feeling towards Dhammal, more so when we started shooting it, because it is a laugh riot. It's fun, and especially because we have no heroines in the film. We boys concentrated on a lot of masti, and everything was surrounding the script. And I think even if you see the promos, it just gives away one of, I would say, the million dialogues that are funny in the film. We have a funny, every line is funny in the film. We're not talking about one scene or one particular, alternate or third dialogue. I think every dialogue in the film is funny.
So don't you think आज की public there are many who would demand heroines either item song or something, तो क्या आपको कहीं से personally do you feel कि यार heroine हो सकती थी या कुछ इस तरह का लगता है?
No, I feel कि हमारे इंडस्ट्री में जो हीरोइन का कॉन्सेप्ट है वो बहुत अननेसेसरीली ज़रूरी बन गया था। अभी टाइम्स चेंज हो रहे हैं। जैसे अगर आप अब्रॉड जाओ या हॉलीवुड जाओ और बॉलीवुड के बारे में बात करो, तो देर से कि हाँ कि यू ऑल रन अराउंड ट्रीज़ और आप गाने गाते हो ना, ऑल दीज थिंग्स कम अराउंड विथ रोमांस, के पेड़ों के इर्द गिर्द भागना और वो ज़बरदस्ती के डैडी मम्मी का ना बोलना शादी के लिए, और लड़का लड़की का एलोप करना और जंगल में एक घर बनाना। पर आई थिंक रोमांस हमारी ऑडियंस देख चुकी है, और ऑफ कोर्स दे लाइक इट, और टाइम एंड अगेन उनको देनी भी चाहिए, लेकिन नॉट एवरी फिल्म। ऐसे नहीं कि एक एक्शन फिल्म बन रही है तो यू लीव योर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन फ्रॉम एक्शन और ज़बरदस्ती का रोमांस डाल दो, या अगर स्क्रिप्ट में बाउंड है तो वाई नॉट। पर अपने फिल्म में कोई जगह नहीं थी रोमांस की। इट्स द स्टोरी अबाउट फोर बॉयज़, और उनकी जो पूरी अटेंशन है वो उस ट्रेजर पर है जिसके पीछे वो भाग रहे हैं। देयर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन इज़ जस्ट ऑन getting the money that they're looking for and battling with Sanju. लड़कियां अगर आ जाती तो और चार जन हैं तो थोड़ा डाइवर्ट हो जाता है अटेंशन, और नेवरदलेस जब रोमांस आ जाता है तो कॉमेडी थोड़ी पुल डाउन हो जाती है। ऑफ कोर्स रोमांस में कॉमेडी होता है, बट यू हैव टू ब्रिंग द इमोशनल साइड, और ये सब के लिए जगह नहीं थी फिल्म में, तो वी जस्ट डिसाइडेड दैट विल गो अहेड एंड मेक एन ऑल बॉय फिल्म।
Was it comfortable?
हाँ, see, we boys are extremely, and I'd say over comfortable with each other. We are straight, we are normal guys, we just like each other as friends. We've known each other. Ritesh and me have done Fight Club together, and like I told you, I think he's the one who suggested me for this film. Though Induji had called me, I was a little on a back foot because I'd just done Fight Club, which is another mega star, multi-starrer, and um, I'd played the funny guy in that, and I was a little like, why another multi-starrer where I'm funny? But the difference was in Fight Club, everyone else was serious. I was the only funny guy. Here, everybody's funny, and I think this scripturally is a funny film. So Ritesh and me obviously knew each other. We bonded. Arshad and me have just completed another film called Kisse Pyar Karoon, which will be out after this soon enough. Our bonding has worked because the timing in that film also has worked pretty well. Um, Javed, I've known since years. He's been around, and he's a very talented actor. For me, this was a learning ground. I've done my comedies on my own. In Qayamat, I was on my own. I really didn't have anyone else doing comedy with me. But when you work with these people, they're like institutions by themselves, and everybody has a different genre of doing comedy. Now I'm doing another film called Rama Rama Kya Hai Ye Drama with Rajpal Yadav and Anupam Kher. So they have a different genre of comedy. So for me, I guess I'm just exploring myself in this genre, which I guess I have been accepted in, and uh, I'm not going to deny myself of the fact that this is what I need to keep doing because audiences like the funny films. They like me doing funny parts. So I have to be that. Though I am doing other films in which I'm playing negative or like a grey character, but I have to first understand the nitty-gritties of this particular genre and this sector of comedy, which is coming to me by working with these kind of people. So the comfort level was great for me, and also because I've done so many multi-stars, um, I have become acceptable to the fact that a multi-starrer need not only be competition. It's not that you have to stand out above the rest. If you look at the other side of the coin, you're getting to learn so much. Your delivery is becoming better. At the same time, if you do stand out, then you yourself make a mark for yourself amongst veterans, which is always good for you. So it's a great thing. I think it's a good thing for a youngster to come out and battle himself out on setups like these, rather than comfortably come on his own and think that audience should and would pay the kind of money they do to watch that guy alone on screen.
You just said, Ashish, that I just finished with Fight Club and then another multi-starrer. So there was something in your mind that another multi-starrer, but then you have done the film.
Like I told you, I'm very comfortable doing multi-starrers, but yeah, after Fight Club, I was a little jolted. I was a little back, pushed back because I expected that film to work initially when I signed it, because it was a very filled up film. It had action, it had everything. Of course, somewhere down the line there must be some mistakes somewhere, and that's why it's not worked. But I think the biggest mistake was that everybody comfortably thinks that if you put so many faces together, film is going to work. I think it's more important that everybody should work on their characters. There should be no competing. There should be no trying to be above the rest. Like I told you, nobody should want to stand out. It's a project where if a character works, then the entire film works. So it's very important that everyone sticks to their character, and there's no heroism or there's no second lead or third lead in a multi-starrer. Everybody's got to stick to their characters, and that's when it works. Initially, I thought that this is the kind of industry where there's a lot of competition and everybody's trying to outdo the other or step on the other, because that's what gets filled in. Everybody tells you, okay, yaar, industry mein bach ke, log kha jayenge, ye karenge, wo karenge. I've been very lucky. I found my best friends in the industry. Like even with a film like Fight Club, my closest friends, whether be it Zaid or Ritesh or, Sohail, who's like a brother to me, I got them. I got family through that film. So I don't, the fate of the film really didn't bother me. Same with this film now. Whether it's Arshad, all these guys, they've always taken care of me. We just shot for a music video, Who's the Baap Baby, which is on air. And I remember the choreographer, because of seniority, shot a little more with Arshad and then Ritesh, and then me, like he shot a little less. And Arshad said to the choreographer and to the music video director rather, that listen, Ashish has not done enough. This portion what you have to shoot with me, give it to Ashish and let him shoot this. He's not short enough. Which I was really touched, you don't imagine actors do this, but actors do that for me. Ritesh gives me his line. He says, bro, you say this line, you say it. So I was like, why? He's saying, I'm already saying two funny lines. You have to say one funny line then. Then that's when it'll work. So I was really touched, and this is the right kind of schooling grounds for me. I think I would want to do that to my juniors. And for me, Now I'm not scared of multi-starers anymore. In fact, I think I'm finding family in this industry. I'm finding support shoulders, and ulta, I'm turning out to be a better person by being around people like these.
So ये थी मल्टी स्टारर, but then अगर आगे मौका मिला सोलो फिल्म करने का, do you personally find yourself fit enough कि हाँ, आज मैं इतना strong character, or you have confidence in yourself that you can carry a film on your own, like solo
Well,
film?
to be honest, I am doing solo films. I don't, like to bring it up too much. Uh, well, to be uh, there's Rama Rama Kya Hai drama, which is pretty much me, and then there's Rajpal or whatever. But there is a kind of a leading character in that film. I'm doing a film called The White Land, which is a village-based story in which I'm playing the lead role again, which should be out towards the end of the year. It's a rural film. I have tried that if I do a solo subject, or if I do a two hero, or probably like a parallel kind of a subject, the subject should be bigger than me, because yes, I like to do multi-starers more than solo, but not because I fear doing solos. It's because I fear making the audiences spend the kind of money they do and come to the theaters to watch me, whereas I have not reached the kind of stage where I want to be, or where I should be, for the audience to take their families out and make them watch me. If I am internally not convinced about the fact that I'm not still such a big star, or I'm not such a big actor who delivers this kind of big work, or who demands to get this kind of a budget to make a movie, or this kind of a producer or director to make a movie with me, if I don't get all these things intact, then how do I expect an audience to come and watch me? So it's not my fear in doing it, it's about my fear about me wanting to grow first before I want to shove myself down the throats of my audience. So that's the basic funda that I'm looking at. Other than that, if I've done The White Land, say for example, I'm doing that film because it's a film based on the salt workers in the run of Kutch and Dandi, and it's a very nationalistic issue about how the salt workers are not being taken care of, and they are below poverty line, and they have no hospitals and schools, and there's a little uh, moral attached to the film. At the same time, the subject is way beyond an Ashish Chaudhary. It's not an Ashish Chaudhary film. It is a film about the workers of the run of Kutch and Dandi. So that's what the film is about. So the subject has to be bigger than me. That's when I'll take a solo film, and I'm doing a couple. But if it is like a regular love story or a regular comedy story which is based around me as Ashish Chaudhary, as my status as of now, I will not take it up. I will look for multi-stars.
आशीष धमाल के बाद, because for one who you learn by every film, you learn things. तो आपने अपने में क्या changes देखे? Firstly as an actor, or then changes as a person, because you were working with a lot of senior
Yeah.
actors. As an actor changes.
धमाल के साथ बड़ा ही सिंपल इक्वेशन हुआ है मेरे साथ. एज अ पर्सन मैंने कुछ ऐसे लोगों के साथ काम किया है जो बहुत ही कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशनल है अपने को एक्टर्स के टूवर्ड्स, और एक एक्टर बहुत अफेक्ट होता है उसके कंपनी से. जैसे मैंने समझो अजय देवगन के साथ अपनी करियर की शुरुआत की. वो एक ऐसा आदमी था जो सेट्स पर तब भी आता था जब उनका काम ना हो. वो मुझे बताता था. जैसे मेरी सबसे जो पॉपुलर सीन हुई उस फिल्म में जहाँ सीटियाँ बजी, जब मुझे नी पे गोली लगती है क्लाइमैक्स में, वो पूरा डिज़ाइन किया था अजय देवगन ने. उन्होंने वो कंट्रीब्यूट किया था मेरी तरफ. तो दैट्स व्हेन एन एक्टर फील्स के यार मुझे भी बड़ा होकर अजय देवगन बनना है. आई वांट टू बी लाइक हिम, आई वांट टू हेल्प जूनियर्स. वो एक आइडल बन जाते हैं आपके लिए. देन अंटिल धमाल, जहाँ ऑफ कोर्स दे आर ऑलमोस्ट दे आर लाइक मी बट अ लिटिल बिट सीनियर, रितेश, अरशद. लेकिन उन्होंने जैसे किया, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, लाइंस दिए, मेरे को हेल्प किया. जावेद ने मुझे बहुत इनकरेज किया. ही कीप्स टेलिंग मी गुड थिंग्स, और आई कैन टेल यू व्हाट ऑल ही सेज, बट इज़ वेरी स्वीट टू मी. संजू सर, जिन्होंने पहले दिन मुझसे मुलाकात की एंड मेड मी फील सो कम्फर्टेबल. ये सब चीज़ें आपको एक अच्छा इंसान बना ही देती है, क्योंकि अब जाके मेरे साथ ऐसी स्कूलिंग की गई है कि जब व्हेन आई मीट जूनियर्स मैं इनकी तरह ही हूँगा, बिकॉज ये जो इंप्रेशन मुझ पे क्रिएट किया है, इट्स लाइक हाउ यू मीट योर योर फ्रेंड्स अर्लियर इन योर एज, या जैसे आपके माता पिता आपको एजुकेशन देते हैं, दैट्स हाउ यू टर्न आउट टू बी. दिस इज़ लाइक दैट. और इन माई करियर जो चेंजेस आई है, आई फील धमाल मेरे लिए आफ्टर क़यामत सबसे बड़ी फिल्म रही है. मे बी क़यामत से भी बड़ी है. और बहुत टाइम बाद एक ऐसी फिल्म आई है जिसके लिए मैं ज़्यादा सोच रहा नहीं हूँ. मैं जानता हूँ कि ये फिल्म अच्छा काम या अच्छा बॉक्स ऑफिस में सक्सेस देखने वाली है, क्योंकि इट इज़ अ क्लीन फिल्म, फैमिली फिल्म, बच्चों के लिए है. एवरीवन, देयर इज़ नो वल्गैरिटी. पूरी तरह से फ़नी है और पूरी तरह से मेहनत से बनाई गई है, एंड आई थिंक इट शुड वर्क.